Alrighty! What's up, everybody? It is I, your Tribal God of Extreme, Peter Joseph here, on a Sunday afternoon video. Right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit the subscribe button down in my pants, otherwise known as the description box below. Share the video all over the internet. And don't forget to subscribe to this very channel and show my other channels your love and support. All the links are down there in the gobbledygook, the description box below, my pants, whatever you want to call it. It's down there. So do it now. Leave a comment on this video or any one of my videos in the past, now, and then in the future. Comment in, but don't leave stupid comments. You can go to hell with your comments. You're gonna leave stupid comments. Go to hell, or I'm just gonna send you to the Shadow Realm, where Ozzy and Satan will beat you severely and then eat your soul. So don't do it. Go do it on your dead channel that nobody cares about, or go on somebody else's channel and try that shit. Guaranteed, you're gonna get slapped even more. But that's that. So, me move on with that. Friend me on Facebook, follow me on... Yeah, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next one. Because you miss anything... You, fat boy, and all you other fucktards that don't hit that bell, you're all SOL, and I think we all know what that means. And if you don't know, you will know. Trust me on that. And that's that. And for our newbies out there, if you're here for the very first time, well, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, grab the cold one, which is pretty much almost done here, because I just had lunch. So... it is what it is. But sit back, relax, grab yourself your own tasty cold one, put your smelly feet up, and enjoy the show. If you like it, great. You don't, well, fuck you, man. That's it. You don't like it? Go watch something else. Don't waste my time. That's that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is WrestleMania Sunday, Night 2 of WrestleMania weekend. Hopefully, it's better than last night's WrestleMania 11 remix, because last night was garbage. Horrible. Short as fuck. We were supposed to go 4.5 hours. Nope, we went 4 hours exactly. And most of the matches were short as fuck. Am I watching Raw? Or SmackDown? What am I watching here? Maybe main event. Half the matches, except for 2 matches, lasted under 10 minutes. Everything else was ads. It's Animania. It was garbage. Couldn't stand it. I was ready to, you know what? 10 o'clock's coming. I'm going to watch Triple A, which is a better show. None of the matches, maybe 1 or 2 matches were actually good last night. But tonight, I think we're going to have some banger matches. Oba and Brock to start the show. That's gonna be a banger. A big beefy men slapping the crap out of each other match. That's gonna be epic. The 6-way ladder match. That's gonna be insane. Then we got Mommy Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill. That should be pretty good. And then the one that I think everybody's gonna talk about tonight, Punk Roman for the world title. If somehow Roman loses, we're not going to see him ever again, which I don't think is going to happen anyway. But I am praying to the mighty Lord upstairs, you sir, and all the wrestlers up there, manifest our tribal chief, the one and only tribal chief, must win tonight to save the entire IWC and the entire sport. It's a sport of professional wrestling. So Roman will save us tonight, once again, hopefully. If not, I don't think anybody's going to be watching Raw tomorrow. Not that many people are going to watch Raw. I'll probably watch it because I got nothing else to watch on Monday night, but I'll still be a wrestling fan, but as far as WWE goes, pretty much WWE can kiss my royal ass. It's going to go nowhere. You're gonna have Punk and Cody as champs going into Backlash and going maybe all the way to SummerSlam. Ugh. No. I want to see Roman and Oba at SummerSlam. That's what I want to see. But I'm just a fantasy booker, you know? I'm just a 49-year-old schmuck from New York. It looks better than you and you know it. But that's another story for another time. But tonight really is going to... trying to think of the word. Pretty much tonight is the night for WWE. They don't make Roman... If Roman doesn't win, and they go with Punk, going to Backlash and going to Clash in Italy and all that, and up to SummerSlam, WWE's ratings are going to go way down. I'm telling you now. Way down. What, you think anybody's going to care that Cody's the champ again? No! Nobody cares! Anybody going to care that Punk's still the champ? No! Nobody cares! We want change. This is garbage. The product is garbage right now. If you noticed SmackDown over the last couple weeks, besides, this past Friday was a little bit better, but not too much. And then they throw out that garbage fest of night 1? That was like WrestleMania 11 all over again? Huh? And then people are like, oh, Peter, it's long-term booking. Long-term booking my ass. Fuck JD with that fucking saying. Last night was garbage and they went in the wrong direction. Oh, we're gonna give Randy the belt at Backlash. Like, yeah, that's gonna matter. Why? Why a Backlash? Fucking Backlash. Fuck Backlash. Boring as fuck B-level pay-per-view that should not even be back. Bring back Armageddon. That's what I want. Or No Mercy. Or even No Way Out. How about that? Let's go way old school. Fuck Backlash. Backlash is just Rematch City. Ugh. Or they mix around. Oh, we're gonna have a tag team match. Boring. And then we're gonna have the actual title match at Clash in Italy. Fucking, not upset bad about Italy, but, because, I'm Italian, I gotta watch it anyway, because it's from Italy, one of the greatest countries in the world, but, next to Japan and the United States, but I digress. And Puerto Rico. But I digress, but, yeah. Night 2 they better put on a banger, and longer matches, please, not 8-minute suckfests. I think Oba and Brock might go maximum close to 10 minutes. Maximum 10 minutes at most. I think the ladder match is going to be a long match. The ladder match should last, I give that 20, maybe 30 minutes max. Rowan and Punk will probably go 20. Because, Phil can't go past 10. I messed up. But I digress on that. Phil gets winded at like 5 minutes. Because, Roman goes all night long. Issa would probably know about that. I'm not going there. Anyway. But yeah, night 2 has to be better than night 1. I'll talk about night 1 in my next video, but... Man. If Roman loses, the entire IWC is going to revolt. People last night, I'm watching Denise Salcido, I'm watching Joe Cronin. I didn't watch JD's garbage fest. That's horrible in itself. But, I agree with Joe and Denise. Denise said it wasn't great. Joe said it was like WrestleMania 11. And I hate 9, I hate 11. 2 of the worst WrestleManias in the 42 years that WrestleMania's been around. And this one, this might be not 42 in itself, but I think the night 1, the last few night 1s have sucked. Royally sucked. Last night, I'll put that in my top, I'll put that number 3 of worst WrestleManias. I know WrestleMania's night 1. But if it was just an entire event like 9 and 11 were, it would be up there at, right at number 3 of worst WrestleManias from start to finish. Because that's what it was. Last night was just garbage from top to bottom. It was just celebrities galore, besides George Kittle and everything, but I mean, yeah, Paige comes back. Oh, that was a surprise, even though we found out the day before that. I think the only surprise was Bianca Belair showing up, and her baby announcement here, Montez Ford, forgot to pull out at 2. So did you did, yeah, so did Angela Dawkins too, but, because now they have Dawkins just had his 3rd kid, Montez Ford and Bianca about to have their first little baby boy. Baby EST or baby Montez, who knows, but happy for them. So that's why Bianca was out for like a year with her finger 1, and then what are you going to do at home? Nothing. She was recovering. Montez Ford's doing nothing because creative had nothing for the Street Profits. They kind of wrote them off TV. What are you going to do at home? Nothing. Let's just bang out a fucking kid. Why not? We're not doing anything. We're staying home for the next, until Hunter's like, oh, I want the Street Profits up here. Get up here. I got a program for you. Click. Bianca can't come back. She's not medically clear because of her finger. What is she going to do at home? Nothing. Just sit there and look pretty. Try to rehab your finger somehow. That's it. But, both of them are doing nothing. What are you going to do at home? Eat, watch TV, bang out, bang out a kid? Why not? And now, Bianca, she showed up. She looked like she was about 5, maybe 6 months pregnant. So you probably won't see Bianca till whenever she pops out that baby, which could be in a couple of months. I'd say around SummerSlam. Like I said, I don't know how long she is, but it looked like 4 to 6 months at most, but we'll see. So, probably about in a few months, I say by SummerSlam or after SummerSlam, maybe by Survivor Series, I think we'll see Bianca Belair again. And then Montez Ford maybe in between. I don't know. Depends what WWE has for the Street Profits. Right now, they got nothing. And it would kind of suck if they released them. Because, they got the spring cleaning coming up this week, soon, really. Not this coming week, but, it's around after WrestleMania. They usually do the spring cleaning, get rid of the wasted talent they don't use. And it's like, bye. So, could the Street Profits be on the list? It's a possibility, but I don't kind of be dumb. And then where the Street Profits going to go? Oh, probably go to TNA. They can go to Triple A. They could go to AEW. That would be interesting, have them. I would love to have them and Private Party go at it. That would be fun. 2 street-like teams. I wish Shad Gaspard was alive today. We have Crime Time against the Street Profits. That would be epic. In WWE. That would be epic. Or if they went to AEW, Crime Time versus the Bucks. Crime Time, because, Bucks have money. Crime Time versus the Private Party would be a good little feud. But what could be? Sadly, we lost Shad Gaspard a couple years ago. So, I don't even know what JTG's doing. I don't think he wrestles anymore. Probably does some events here and there, but it is what it is. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Even Shawn Michaels was dancing to that at one point. When I had that segment where I think Shawn Michaels lost his wallet or some shit. That was funny. And he's doing the dance. Money, money, yeah, yeah. I'm like, what are you doing, Shawn Michaels, you moron? And the Hunter's like, oh, what? I don't know. And then they got with Cena at one time when Cena was feuding with JBL. They tagged his limo. They thought, everybody thought Cena did. It was really Crime Time. But it is what it is. Anyway, I don't go off a tangent. But yeah, night 2 of Mania tonight in a couple, pretty much 2 hours and change. Because the pre-show's on now. Who cares about the pre-show? Nobody cares. No one cares to watch 3 hours of a fucking pre-show. And then 4 hours of the main show. And then an hour or so of the post-show. Which wasn't even... last night's post-show wasn't even great. Yeah, Corey Graves dancing with Liv Morgan. What? doing a really bad, thing with the dance from Liv's video and everything. Bad. They had Paige there and everything. They did have some interviews last night with Cody. Holy shit, Cody's eye. Oh! Damn. Then they had AJ Lee, that ass, saying her possible goodbye for good. Because she didn't say goodbye after WrestleMania 31. And then, in an interview last night on WWE, the YouTube page, I saw AJ's crying up a storm after losing the belt to Becky. And now she's saying, well, I didn't say goodbye before, so I'm saying goodbye now. So she's like trying to do a Sting little thing. It's not goodbye, it's I'll see you soon, I hope. So I'm like, yeah, probably we'll see you at SummerSlam. If not, maybe next year. Maybe she reappears at the Royal Rumble next year. I don't know. Wouldn't put it past WWE to do that with a surprise entrance. But, And then I had a thought for a second that when she said she was going bye-bye, I'm like, is AJ and Punk gonna have kids now that Bianca had a kid? Because Roman said something like that, in his interviews, like, oh, Phil's not gonna have kids, it's like, he's talking about, it is that promo he said that, I might be a part-timer, but I'm a full-time dad. So he kind of said, oh, Phil's a part-timer or a full-timer, but he's, he doesn't have kids with AJ, so maybe Punk's like, hey, you know what, maybe I should bang AJ more often. Hey, Phil, you don't want to do it, I'll do it for you. I'll bang that ass all night long. Because you can't just measure up. I digress. Alright, let's talk about Mania Night 1 a little bit. But right now, I hope you're having a great Sunday. It's a little rainy here in the Northeast. I know I went 17 and a half minutes. I know people clipped that. I don't give a fuck! Get to the point! Fuck you! My show, not yours. You don't want to watch it? Don't watch. Don't watch it till I start my review, which is right now. So do it now. That's it. So, anyway. But, ladies and gentlemen, we got WrestleMania coming up in a little bit. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, on your Sunday, like I said, I hope you had a great day. It's rainy. It's a little raining on and off in the Northeast. Starting to clear up now. But it's cold. It has gone way down from when it was like 90 on Thursday. Today it was like 50. Well, actually, it's like 49 now. It was 56 this morning. Now it's going down like my dick in your mom's throat. It's going to be cold tomorrow. Cold on Tuesday. Wednesday's going to get back up to near 70. And then pretty much next weekend is going to be around 60-ish. But still, rain again. Ugh. So yeah, April will, bring in April showers, and then pretty soon it'll be May flowers, and May will be hitting, hopefully be getting warmer, because it's May, as we get closer and closer to summer, which hopefully, for some of us might be hot as fuck. For others, not so hot, but we get what we get, but we're getting there. We're getting there, we're getting to the Memorial Day weekend pretty soon, another month or so, but wherever you may be, hope you're having a great day. Enjoy WrestleMania tonight. And that's that. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, after 19 minutes of spiel, which you clipped anyway, and I don't give a fuck, it is time for, I didn't think there was going to be a Ring of Honor this week. I didn't do it on Thursdays like I usually do, because it's usually on Thursdays, but since Collision was in Ring of Honor's time slot, Ring of Honor did a special Friday show like they did last week. So it is time for your official Ring of Honor review for Friday night, April 17th, 2026. And as always, they are pretty much now at home base, which is WJCT Studios in Jacksonville, Florida. That's where they're going to be emanating until further notice. Alright, so we're getting closer and closer to Ring of Honor's actual first pay-per-view of the year. And that's Supercard of Honor 19, May the 15th, 2026. So about 4 weeks away, about 3.5 weeks away now. So we got basically one match, which is Gianna Perazzo defending her belt against Diamante. So we got more to come, so we'll see what happens with that. Also, we got the Survival of the Fittest at Supercard of Honor, and we got qualifying matches for that, and the winners will face off against Athena, who I believe is in that match, because it's for the Ring of Honor Women's title, the Forever Championship. So we'll see who Athena has to face next. And we have that. And somebody's gonna beat her, we don't know when. It might not be at Supercard, but we got that. Alright, as always, our commentary team on Ring of Honor TV, the Boring Man himself, Ian Ricka Boring, and my good buddy, and if I don't do the salute, he gets mad at me, the Pasta! Caprice Coleman, a good man. He's a great man. You know, he should have been a tag team champion, but I don't think he was. I forget. Hey, maybe next time I see him, I'll say, hey, weren't you a tag team champion before? I forget. My memory's bad, you know? I'm old. I'm old, Sonny! Look at that. Alright, so we started off Ring of Honor TV, which was alright, nothing great about it, but started off with the opening video looking at the Women's Survival of the Fittest match at Supercard of Honor with qualifying matches. Well, at least we get something on the show. Good. Alright, so we started off with the first qualifying match. We had Kaden Carter, Lacey Lane, taking on my girl, Billie Starkz. So she better be in this fucking thing. She better win this match. I'm gonna be mad. Anyway, so we have the Forever Champion, Athena, at ringside with her minion number 9,547. I don't know what number it is. So anyway, it was a pretty decent match. Starts off with an early arm drag, sending Billie to the outside. Oh, Billie, you're so stupid! You know, Billie, I want to screw. Shut up! Yeah, I love that movie. White men can't jump. Hey, I'm white and I can jump. How high you say? I don't know. Alright, so that sends Billie to the outside. Kaden Carter with a super kick from the apron, then hits a high cross body. So so she's all fired up. But on the way back into the ring, Billie plants her on the apron. Ow. Then they go back inside. Billie looks, it's like, ha, look what I did. I'm all cocky. Ha ha. Then some hair mares, playing with that long hair of Kaden Carter, all the dreadlocks and all that weird shit. Tries to go for the swanton, a little bit early for that. Kaden rolls away, hits a basement super kick for a near fall. And Billie has an injury. A knee injury, not good. But what she did years ago to win the TV title from, who she beat that year? It was Red Velvet. Yeah, I think it was Red Velvet when she first had that title. When Billie had that neck injury and it was fake. And then she won the title. And then her mom's like, what did you do? And then she got with Athena. And then how that lasted 3+ years now, 4 years now. Holy shit. Anyway, so the ref is checking on her. Kaden's like, stop this, But she plays possum. As you would think she did. But, so the ref had to stop the match a little bit. But anyway, so Billie fakes it. And slams Kaden into a swanton for a near fall as, Kaden Carter reversed into a fruit roller for a very near fall. A suplex gives her another near fall, 3 straight near falls. Billie kept kicking out. And a neck breaker for a 4th near fall. I was like, what the hell? Come on. Then they exchanged roll-ups for near falls. I felt bad for the ref. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Stop! So the fans are going a little bit nuts. And, that kept going on until Billie Starkz kneed Kaden right in her titties. And then grabbed a pancake. Well, not official eating pancake. The pancake. 1, 2, 3 in just under 7.5 minutes. Billy Starks is the first participant in the Survival of the Fittest match at Supercard. And we have that. Match wasn't great. 2.25 out of 5 stars. But, hey, Billy gets in. It depends on who else is in the match besides Athena. Billy could win the title. Finally. I don't know, but we'll see. We move on. Alright, match number 2. And I don't know why that happened. I hit one thing, and then the fucking notes go away. Fucking computers. Garbage! I said garbage! Alright, we're back. We're back! Did you miss us? Yay. Alright, match number 2, another Survival of the Fittest match. We got, well, the person hasn't won a match in Ring of Honor to save her life, and that's Viva Van. She takes on, that's Takeshita's wife, Yuka Sakasaki, or as we call her, Yuna from Final Fantasy X and X-2. This was a 7-minute match. Wasn't anything to write home about. It's also with Viva grabbing a basic headlock to start, wins the battle of the shoulder blocks. Yuka avoids a charge, sends Viva to the outside, and a flippy dippity-doo connects, so she starts taking over. Throws her back in. Viva comes back, grabs a dragon screw leg whip. Ow! Works over the knee for a while, and then she locks in one hell of a Boston Crab. That was actually pretty damn nice. So sends Yuka over to the ropes for a rope break. Then she's able to kick Viva Van down. A basement clothesline drops her. But Viva came back with a spinning kick. And then a flip kick to the head. Ow. Gets a near fall. Yuka comes back with a discus forearm. Then the spinning slam leads to the magical girl splash. 1, 2, 3. Yuna gets the win in 7 minutes. So she goes on to the Survival of the Fittest match, along with Billy Starks. So, it is what it is. And, yeah, Viva Van, well, has to do better next time. And then, that's pretty much it with that. Now, one of my notes are a little bit jumbled here, so... there was an 8-man tag after that. There was a segment. Let me see if I can get that. Hold on. I think it was an 8-man tag. It was Lee Moriarty. I forget who he was fighting. I think it was, one of the Von Erichs. I think it was Marshall. And this is Lee's first singles match well, not Lee. It was, one of the Von Erichs' first singles match ever. Something like that. But anyway, long story short, not gonna go into everything in this. Get the claw, but Lee Moriarty pulled him into ropes, grabs a triangle choke to retain. Oh, it's a pure title match. So Lee Moriarty defended the belt against, I think it was Ross Von Erich. And, Ross or Marshall, doesn't matter. One of the Von Erichs, let's put it that way. So, the claw goes on, Lee Moriarty pulls him into the ropes, grabs a triangle choke, and I think Ross tapped out. One of them tapped out. And still, your reigning, defending, long-time Ring of Honor Pure Champion Lee Moriarty. He's held it for over a year now. Almost 2 years, I think, now. So, it's crazy. I don't know who's he gonna lose it to. But, we have that. Alright, then we got a segment with former Pure Rules champion Josh the Goods Woods. He's bored with the lack of competition. So, it's an open challenge for a Pure Rules match as he tries to get the Pure Rules title back. So, he's been winning a streak of Pure Rules matches but can't get a shot. Well, one of the Von Erichs gets one? Huh? I'm gonna be started. I mean, Tony Khan needs to just get rid of Ring of Honor at this point. He needs to give the reins over to somebody else because he can't book Ring of Honor, Dynamite, and Collision all at once. He cannot do it. You can't get Delirious, who used to book for Ring of Honor. So the only logical choice I can think of is get Scott D'Amore. Get Scott D'Amore into Ring of Honor, and he could book the hell out of that. I think Ring of Honor will come back to the glory days when Kerry Silken was there. You know, when Delirious wasn't booking really in like 2009, 11, 12. When Ring of Honor was actually great. All the way up till, I would say it was good up till like 18, 19. 20 was the pandemic year, the bubble. Had some good matches here and there, but 21, 22, up to now, I'd say the last 5, maybe 6 years of Ring of Honor, even before when Sinclair bought it, which I thought was a bad idea, and Kerry Silken knows it. He knew it from the beginning. He should have never gave it to Sinclair. You know, God rest Joe Goff's mighty soul, but Ring of Honor just went down the toilet. Pay-per-view wise, good. House show wise, it was some of them were good. I was at some of them. Final battles were great, as always, when it was in New York. And then Tony Khan comes in like, oh, Tony Khan bought it, yay! Yeah, pay-per-view wise, still good. And then finally we get back on TV, even though there's no major TV deal. It's on Honor Club. A lot of people don't have Honor Club. I still think they need a major TV deal because they got to showcase Ring of Honor. Or, because, you know, putting them, once in a while you put them on Collision, once in a while you put them on Dynamite. I'm like, who are these people? You don't give any backstory. You're just like, oh, they were from Ring of Honor. He's the Ring of Honor champ. Like Bandito, we got a little taste of him. But I got a backstory for it. Like, oh, he's the bandit. You know, have a nice little old school Western type feel for his vignette and everything. He had another one in Ring of Honor. I don't know why, but some of these people, we don't even know who the hell they are. You know, and then you put them when they're not on their own pay-per-view, you put them on a regular AEW pay-per-view on the pre-show. I'm like, huh? Who's this? Oh, we know who Jana Praza is, but who's her opponent? There's some chick. Who's Viva Van? I don't know. That's why they need TV. If they were on TV, we know who these people would be. We get a little backstory here and there every week. They have, you know, what we're getting now. Mediocre matches, some good, some bad, some really bad. And then, you know, at least there's some exposure. Not much in ratings, but, you know, I thought I heard they were going to Comet. I thought they were already on Comet. I think Impact was on Comet one time. Anyway, moving on. Alright, so Lee Moriarty retains the Pure Rules Championship. I don't know when he's going to lose it, and to who. He's going to keep going. Alright. Then we go to our next match. We go back to the Survival of the Fittest women's qualifying matches. We have Hyann the Huntress, who we saw at the last pay-per-view with Mario World. Yeah, Dynasty getting a tag team title shot against Divine Chaos, Megan Bayne, and Lena Cross. They got whooped. So, Hyann is back in Ring of Honor. She takes on Trish Adora, who, you know, part of the Infantry and Chain Tatum Promotions. And Trish has been in these types of matches. Remember when the original Women of Honor title tournament started? She lost in the semifinals to Miranda Alizé, who then lost to Suma Sakai. And where's Suma Sakai now? She's retired. Miranda Alizé? Who knows? Probably on the indie circuit somewhere. That sucks. For a woman like Miranda Alizé, who had a great time years ago when that Women of Honor tournament started. You had great women in there. And then, which led to Kelly, my sweetheart, Kelly Klein, coming into Ring of Honor and having one of the longest reigns. She had the longest reigning Women of Honor / Ring of Honor Women's Championship before, Joey Mercury fucked her over, that bitch. Fuck you, Joey Mercury. And now, Kelly Klein's not wrestling much anymore. She's not even on Twitter. Used to be on Twitter a lot. She had an interview with a former friend of mine, Andre Corbeil, the man from the north. He lives in Canada. I met her at a Ring of Honor show because she substituted for somebody at a meet and greet, and I met her and I mentioned to her that she did an interview with Andre. She's like, "Oh yeah, I remember him." Yeah, so you're friends with him? Like, yeah, I'm good. At the time, I was good friends with Andre. I don't talk to Andre Corbeil anymore. I don't even know if he's around. Worldwide. I don't know. Andre does something in Canada. I haven't heard from him in so long. Pretty much in obscurity. I'm not saying bad about the guy, but anyway. So I met Kelly Klein. Not once, but twice. And she was such a sweetheart to me. I loved her. She put the women of she put the belt around my shoulder and everything. She took a nice picture with me, which I have on my Facebook page. Both of them are on my Facebook page, by the way. The one I took with her in the parking lot at the Hammerstein, and the other one was at the Hammerstein as well. But I miss Kelly. I miss Kelly Klein. She got royally shafted by Ring of Honor. Royally shafted. Without lube, too. But I guess. Anyway. But yeah. Trish Adora versus Hyann. Christiane XO, who's having a little bit of, some stuff with the cat, with Carly Bravo. So, I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, pretty decent match for another 7.5 minute match. Getting to the end, and Trish is bridging German suplex with that weird knee bend. Ah, nasty. Sets up the Lariat Tubman 1, 2, 3. Alright, so Trish Adora is in the Survival of the Fittest match, along with Billy Starks and who else? And Yuka Sakazaki. So that's that. So that's 3 people. So match-wise, 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get to another match. We got Isla Dawn. Remember her? Former Women's Tag Team Champion, twice with Alba Fire. Or as we call them, the SmackDown Witches, or SmackDown. She takes on the CMLL Women's Champion, Persephone, whose contract is going to be ending, I heard, pretty soon. And she might be coming over to WWE. I hope not, but we'll see. So Isla Dawn versus Persephone in a Survival of the Fittest qualifying match. This was actually a longer match. 8 minutes and 16 seconds. Pretty good match, too. Getting to the end, Persephone fights out of a Cobra Clutch, followed by a fallaway slam to put Isla Dawn down. And then a middle rope moonsault miss. No one in the pool for you. For you, Senorita. And then Isla gets something, looks like a dragon sleeper, but Persephone spun around and pretty much got on top of her. That sounded vulgar, but he got on top of her, pinned her, 1, 2, 3. She goes on to the Survival of the Fittest match. So we got 4 people in Survival of the Fittest match. I think we got 2 more matches. Let me check. Actually, no. Oh, wait. Let me look, because I gotta look at my notes. This was a pretty long episode. We got 1 more. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Athena's in the match, so we got 5 people taking on Athena. Oh, shit. Why can't we just call it a 6-pack challenge? Alright, so we got Billy Starks, Yuka Sakazaki, Trish Adora, Persephone, and we got 1 more match coming up a little bit later. And then we got Athena being number 6. So that's going to be, interesting. I would be, looking at it right now, I could go with Billy Starks to win this. I could see it, but I have a feeling Athena's going to beat all these women. I think Yuka might come this close to winning it. But I doubt it because she'll have to go to Japan and everything, So I doubt it's going to be her. It's Trish, maybe. Trish Adora, maybe. But I think it's going to come down to Billy Starks and Athena. I don't know if it's a one fall to a... I got to remember my survival of the fittest law. I think it's a one fall... I think it's a one fall match instead of a, eliminating match. I think it's an eliminator too, but I'm not sure. But in any case, if it is an eliminator, I could definitely see Billy and Athena going at it. It feels like... How many matches have they had in their series? Like 4 matches, and Athena's beaten Billy every single time? I think this might be the time where they finally pull the trigger and give Billy Starks the Ring of Honor Championship. Women's Championship. If not, well, 4+ with Athena, because I don't see her losing the title anytime soon. Maybe not at Death Before Dishonor, which is the next pay-per-view after that. But who knows at this point? Who knows? But this match was actually pretty good between Persephone and Isla Dawn. Actually pretty good. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright. Then we have Kip Sabian, who still works there. And we have the Ring of Honor TV champion. We saw him last week. And that's Nick fucking Wayne, along with his hot mom. Nick Wayne's mom has got it going on. Yes! She's there. So he sat down with Caprice Coleman to talk about Nick going over to Japan to compete in the Best Super Juniors tournament. That was like a long, 8 months ago. Oh no, that was last year. He was gone for 8 months, came back for like 6 weeks, and he's leaving for a Japanese tournament. So he did have that injury. He did have the injury, still the champ. Go figure that one out. Comes back for 6 weeks, and he's going back to Japan to compete in the tournament again. Jeez. Can this guy ever get a freaking vacation? Well, he had an 8-month vacation. Now he's back in Ring of Honor for the last couple weeks, and now he's going to Japan again. Go figure. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, so we see that. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. And then, he takes on the man who's not really evil, Evil Uno from the Dark Order. And people saying, why is Evil Uno getting a title shot? Well, he gets the title shot due to his success in Mystery Wrestling, Maple Leaf Wrestling, and Ring of Honor. Huh? What? So they kind of break down his freaking, his record in all 3 promotions. In Mystery Wrestling, he's 2-6. With his last singles win coming in 2019. That was like 6-7 years ago. Maple Leaf Pro, his last singles win was in October. He's 3-1 there. And so far this year, he's 0-5, all in tag matches, and his last singles win was 12 years ago. And he gets a title shot? I don't know. I mean, there's no ranking system. They just throw everybody. Anybody can get a title shot. Rosa can get a title shot next week. She'll probably win, too. You would. She would win. She beat me in bed last night. Bastard. Twice. No. Anyway. So, yeah. So, with this record, he gets a title shot. Alright. 10-minute match. This is getting near the end. Pile driver gets a near fall. Nick Wayne comes right back with a standing sliced bread number 2 for a near fall. And then he locks in a Kimura lock, sending Evil Uno over to the ropes to break the hold. Then there's a last shot. Little Adam Cole, baby. rocks Nick Wayne for a change. They get back up, Nick Wayne, and kicks him in the head. Like, he didn't even hit Wayne's World, party time, excellent, do. No, he didn't even hit that. He hits a basic kick to the head, knocked Evil Uno the fuck out. He retains the TV title. I don't know how long he's held this title. He won it back, I forget when. Had to be around Final Battle time, I think he won it back. But anyway, look at that. So, after the match, he gets on the mic, he says, "This is my world, and you're just living in it." And then, another guy, A.R. Fox. We haven't seen him much in Ring of Honor, and even on Dynamite and Collision, but A.R. Fox comes out, and he has a stare down with Nick Wayne. Okay, that makes sense. We're going to have a nice match with A.R. Fox and Nick Wayne. I think they do have some history together, along, when A.R. Fox and Swerve are together. That whole thing where they go to Nick Wayne's house and beat the fuck out of him. I think it was that one. That was crazy. So get that. So anyway, A.R. Fox stays outside the ring. Inside the ring. He takes on Daisuke Sasaki from Japan. Great man that he is. This was actually great. 9.5-minute match. Back and forth they went. Lots of flippy dippity doos. We're getting to the end. A crossface almost makes A.R. Fox tap out. And my notes just fucking disappeared. My computer just crashed, which I hate. Ugh. Time wasting. But, that too. He got his foot on the rope to break the hold. And, that's that. And now my computer just went black. I really gotta order that computer. So we have that. I can't even get my notes. Alright, I have to go get my other phone, so I'll be right back. Because I have my backup notes. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I have to get my backup, get my main phone. I have to go to my backup notes. So I have them in my email. So I have to go to my email now and get to not my email. I meant my backup, my notepad. That's what I meant to say. Alright, now. Looks like put the date. I gotta put the. Your food is ready. Alright, so. Alright, so you get that. Let me Alright, so yeah. So A.R. Fox. Yeah, he reached the ropes after a crossface. Sasaki goes for the arm again and gets pulled into a Giddy-Kasa bang for a near fall, sending him to the outside. A.R. Fox then hits a big flippy doobity-doo, and then hangs him in the corner for a slingshot Canadian Destroyer. Good lord. 1, 2, 3. A.R. Fox gets the win. I guess we're going to get a TV title match somewhere down the line with A.R. Fox and Nick freaking Wayne. But little smidge over 9.5 minutes, pretty damn good. 3.25 out of 5 stars, and that's that. Alright, then Nigel McGuinness, me love. We find out he's gonna be back in Ring of Honor action, and he's gonna take on Josh the Goods Woods at Supercard. I don't know. That might be for a pure title shot. And we all know Nigel and Lee Moriarty had not one, but 2 epic pure rules matches. And somehow Lee Moriarty won both of them, even though the last one was at Final Battle, which I was at. Nigel had the belt won, but then I think it was Shane Taylor, Shane Taylor came out and said, no, his foot was on the rope, and then they had to restart the match, which was stupid. And then Lee Moriarty won. He didn't win it back, but Nigel had the belt, and for like 5 seconds. It was stupid. Alright, so we'll see what happens with that. The sun came out. The sun will come out today! Well, not tomorrow, but today. So, 4:30 right now in the Northeast, and it's, it rained here most of last night into on and off today, and now the sun's come out. We got a couple hours of daylight left. We've got about 3 hours or so, and then it'll be a nice little day. Maybe I might go for a walk soon. I know, but it's like an hour and a half till Mania, so I may or may not go out. I just had lunch, so might take a little nap. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so we got that. Alright, so we got a Supercard of Honor rundown. We find out that Bandito ese pero, bang, he will finally defend the world title against Blake Christian. And then we hear from Blake Christian says it should have always been his title shot. And technically, yeah, he has a point, because he won, I think he won a match, or I don't know, I think he got a match, and I don't know why Tony Khan never booked it, but finally he gets his title shot, or just Tony Khan never gave him a title shot, and now he's like, oh, now, here you go. It should be a good match at Supercard. I think Bandito will win that, because he's been champ for a while. So we have that. All right. Okay. Moving on. All right. Then we get to 6-man tag team match. We have Aaron Solo Mibuki, QT Marshall Knott, and Captain K-Man Nick Camarado. They take on Lethal Twist, speaking of Blake Christian, Lee Johnson, and Black Machismo. Ooh, yeah, dig it. That's Jay Lethal. This is a pretty decent match for under 9 minutes. Getting in the end, QT Marshall comes in to fight back. And everything breaks down. Aaron Solo gets dropkicked into the tree of whoa. And then Nick Camarado gets taken down. And we got a double stomp Death Valley driver combo on him. 1, 2, 3. So Lethal Twist gets the win in under 9 minutes. Match was 2.25 out of 5 stars. They could possibly be going after the 6-man tag team championship, which Shane Taylor Promotions has. So we'll see what happens with that. Alright, then we're going to look at Maya World almost beating Athena. Came this close for the women's title about 3 weeks ago. So we got that. And she's in our final Survival of the Fittest qualifying match. She takes on, well, another girl who hasn't had a win yet. We still don't know what's going on with Charlotte Renegade, but Robin Renegade takes on Maya World. And it was an okay match. I gotta restart the computer here. The main computer. Alright, so I do that. So while that's going on, I have my backup notes, so we got that. So, whoops, I went past my notes. Alright, this was another 9.5 minute match. Actually, 9-minute match. Back and forth they went. Getting to the end, and Robin gets a near fall off a drop kick. Maya World blocks a kick, gives her a German suplex. Another drop kick gives a near fall, only for Robin to stomp her onto the apron. Ow! Then a twisting suplex gives Robin a near fall, and she goes up top. She slips. And made her miss a moonsault attempt. And then Maya hits the world's well, let's take it back. She hits the Shining Wizard 1, 2, 3. She is the final participant in the Survival of the Fittest match. So she gets to win. Pretty decent match. 2.5 out of 5 stars. So your Survival of the Fittest qualifiers, as of right now, we have Maya World, Yuka Sakazaki, Trisha Dora, Persephone, and Billy Starks, and then Athena in that 6-way match for the Ring of Honor Forever title. That's going to be a pretty, not a great match, but I could see Billy Starks winning that. I think they'll hopefully finally pull the trigger with Billy to win the title. Persephone may have a chance to win. Maya might win because she came this close to winning it 3 weeks ago. So, Athena's got, some challengers, but I think she's somehow, someway gonna escape that. She's gonna come out of this with the title. We'll see. But that's that. Alright, where are we here? Alright. Let me just get back my notes. Hold on. I'm trying to get my notes at the same time as it's loading. Alright. Alright, then we get to the main event. Non-title Proving Ground match. We have Athena. Well, she gives my girl Zeta Steele, of all people, a possible title shot. Zeta, part of Top Flight, or Sky Flight, excuse me, gets a title shot against Athena, and she, I think it was a 20-minute time limit with these Proving Ground matches. No, 10 minutes, I think. She came close. Match ended at 9 minutes and 34 seconds. So she had 25 seconds, 26 seconds. She could have got a draw, like how Maya World got the draw, and then she got the title shot after that. But pretty back and forth match. We're getting to the end. Get a neck breaker by Zeta, drops Athena, and she rolls a kick into the head for another near fall. But Athena pops back up with a super kick into a tiger suplex. Goes for the O-face, it got broken up, and a tornado DDT gives Zeta a near fall. So, like I said, she came very close to winning the match. And she goes for another tornado DDT attempt. It gets countered into a, modified version of the Abyss Black Hole Slam. Athena hits that, and then pretty much it was over. I think she hit the O-face to get the win. No, take that back. She hits the modified Bossman Slam. Then a reverse version of the Koji Clutch made Zeta tap out with like 25 seconds left in the match. So, Athena gets the win. Good match. 3.25 out of 5 stars. And, that's pretty much it. So, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 matches last night on Ring of Honor TV. That's not bad. Most of the matches were kind of meh, but, I think the main event was pretty good. So, all in all, Ring of Honor was alright. Nothing great to write home about. So I'm going to give it 6.5 out of 10 stars. If you watched the show last night, God bless you. But, not last night, sorry, Friday night. I know people watch Ring of Honor. I think I'm the only one on YouTube that watches it. But, and does reviews of it, so. Here's what it is. Gotta get my content out, So. But, if you watched it last night, leave me your thoughts and opinions down below. What you guys thought of Ring of Honor TV last night. I keep saying last night. Friday night. And we'll see what happens. I think it's back to a Thursday schedule. So we'll see what happens this Thursday on the program as we get closer and closer to the Supercard. The actual card is getting finalized. We got the world title on the line with the Survival of the Fittest match. So Athena's got lots of challengers. Diamante versus Deanna Purrazzo for the women's pure title. And I think we had one more match announced. So we got 3 matches on. Oh yeah, we got Josh Woods and Nigel So that's 3 matches on the show, probably be like 90 more, because you know how Tony Khan is. So we'll see what happens with that this coming week on Ring of Honor TV as we get the Supercard. I think Supercard would be pretty good, and might be the night that Athena's almost 4-year reign could possibly come to a crashing halt. Who wins? Maybe Billy Starks, maybe Persephone, maybe Trish Adora. I think if it's gonna be anybody, it has to be Billy at this point. If not, I think they're gonna they might go with Deonna Purrazzo being the one to finally beat Athena. And that's probably not gonna be till summertime, but we'll see what happens with that. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna record my night one review for WrestleMania. Then get you ready for WrestleMania. And then we might talk about WrestleMania Night 2 later tonight. And then we'll talk about AEW Dynamite and Collision tomorrow. We'll get that out of the way. And eventually we're going to get to that Rock and Roll Hall of Shame inductees video. So I do have to do that before the actual show happens, I think in November. But I'll be doing that way in advance, but it is what it is. So, got a few videos coming up over the next couple days. Please hit that bell. Because if you don't, I'm going to make you hit that bell. Or hit you with the bell to make you hit the bell. Anyway, but hit the bell anyway. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss any videos. And that's that. Alright guys, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Peace.